These snakes are gorgeous. Why they're called a puffing snake? When they become very upset, they become very defensive. They'll inhale a bunch of air and puff up their neck right around this area. Insanely large puffing of the neck, just so they look bigger, and the predators do not, oh, don't bite me, and the predators do not want to mess with them. Super interesting species. They've been observed to actually bask 100 feet up in the canopies. So they're super arboreal. They hunt on the ground, they hang out by the creeks, and they really love to hang around the edges of trails hunting. They're very visual hunters, big eyes. They are diurnal, so they're going around hunting during the day. Look at that head. Look how big the eyes are on this guy. I know I said I wouldn't buy any more reptiles, and that was a mother lie, cause I can't deny I just purchased a couple bad puffing snakes. What? I don't want you to won't get weight, cause I spent my money. Hey, I can do what I want, and I didn't spend it all, cause my friend went halvesy with me, cause it's a breeding project. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna show you these puffing necks. What the heck? They're gonna strike, bite, be everywhere. Beware, don't be scared. Root, just hold the camera. Stay the nerd just like you do with the king cobras. But you know these don't have venom. I ain't dumb. I won't let them bite you in your nose like last week. Anyways, let's not talk about that stuff that happened earlier. Let's unbox some badass snakes. So Ruth, please get behind the camera so Walker can walk up, bruh. Let's film this video today. Hey, beautiful people, how you doing today? I said, what's going on? Did you wash your hands? Stay clean, boys and girl and man. All right, get the camera.
Okay.
Thanks, I appreciate it. You're really good at that.
Hey.
If it doesn't work out with this,
I'll try the guitar.
yeah. I mean, I can't really fire you. You have my initials on your ankle. Yeah, I guess I can't really fire you after that.
It's okay.
Good job.
Let me get in there.
What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to my wildlife. I'm here with my homie Walker, and we wanted to show you these snakes that we just picked up today. So, non-venomous. They're not in wooden crates like we have to transport venomous reptiles. They're in simple bags right here. Non-venomous colubrids, something a little bit different on the channel. Walker's a big fan of these colubrids, and we're going to start unboxing these basically, or unbagging these.
Which one are we going to go first? These ones? We don't know which is which, right?
We don't. So we have 2 females and a male. And these are all, or at least all 3 of these bags, not the thing that's making a tapping sound right now. That's a different snake. Joe, stop it. That's a new snake named Joe.
Good luck.
So these are Amazonian puffing snakes. And they came from a good friend of mine, Joe, who has a business where he brings in reptiles and he sells them captive, wild caught, all kinds of different reptiles. And these guys came from a farm down in Amazon. Ooh, look at that. Big, beautiful puffing snakes, huge colubrids, insane looking. Let me see, we got, is that the male or the female?
I'm going to just watch the head for a minute.
Okay, you watch that head, I'm going to pull out another one.
I think this may be the male.
Okay, let's see. Look at this. So this must be the female. Look how pretty she is. These snakes are gorgeous. Why they're called a puffing snake? When they become very upset, they become very defensive. They'll inhale a bunch of air and puff up their neck right around this area. Insanely large puffing of the neck, just so they look bigger, and the predators do not, oh, don't bite me, and the predators do not want to mess with them. And what's really impressive is these snakes can get upwards of 10, 11 feet long. These snakes are not done growing. This one's probably like 6 or 7 feet long, and this one as well. They're really big colubrids. They hang out in the trees, they eat birds, they eat rodents, and they are a diurnal snake, so they do not come out at night. They're not nocturnal at all. They're hunting during the day, hence those really big eyes to help look around during the day to find food, look for any kind of movement, birds, lizards, anything. They're opportunistic. They look great.
Yeah, they look good and they're being really
Yeah, big shout out to my friend Joe. We're going to put his information down below. He has a business where he sells reptiles. He does captivore animals. He does wild caught animals. These are animals that, you know, you really got to know what you're doing when you take them in, because you got to treat them. You got to make sure they don't have parasites. And also they come from a very, very special climate, and you gotta make sure you replicate that as best as possible. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of treatment since these snakes are technically wild-caught snakes. We got liquid form safeguard, and we're gonna do 3 different doses for that to treat these snakes just to make sure they don't have any parasites. And also, mainly, we wanna just get right into soaking. These snakes, we definitely wanna make sure they're gonna hydrate.
So friendly, huh?
Yeah, they're not biting. Look at this. That's pretty good. That's pretty cool. You're not gonna bite me, are you? That's pretty cool. Look at these guys. They're just investigating. Look at that. Oh, look, they're all over the place. This is really cool. These snakes are amazing. Now, you guys are probably asking yourselves, Chandler, why are you gonna indulge in getting wild-caught animals? Well, simply because this is an animal that is never bred in America, at least not on purpose. Usually the way these guys end up getting hatched out here in America is somebody buys wild-caught and it lays eggs in captivity, and then technically that's a captive-born animal. But, you're gonna bite me? Please don't bite me. Please don't bite me. This is such a gorgeous colubrid. They get so big, they're an amazing display animal. We thought, what would be a good idea? Why don't we try to get a bunch of these wild-caught ones and breed them in captivity and start selling captive-born baby Amazonian puffing snakes. And they're non-venomous, they're big, they're beautiful, they're impressive snakes, and people can have them and they won't be a danger. Nothing but a really sharp bite, but no venom at all, harmless snakes. Insanely big colubrid. This is one of the biggest colubrids they have in Central and South America, right next to the tiger rat snakes and the big crebo snakes. We got another one right here. Wow, look how big this snake is, look at this! This is insane! They're such impressive looking snakes. This is so cool. So at first, we're gonna put them in a quarantine setup. Really simple. We got a vision cage right over here. Big, huge vision cage. We just have paper towel and a big water dish right here for them to soak in. And then we're gonna put big branches and whatnot so they can bask closer to the lamp. I know, it's
I couldn't
insane.
be happier, man.
I'm stoked. I'm stoked. Walker has these on me with these snakes, so it's a breeding project we're both going to be working on, and I'll be housing the snakes, and hopefully in the future we'll be able to breed these beautiful snakes. So it's one male. Are you gonna bite? Don't bite, Walker. Don't. Tell me what it feels like, so I'm prepared to.
Just investigating.
Just checking everything out. That's pretty cool. They're not really bitey at all. They're just hanging out. They don't really want to hurt us at all. This one's checking out Ruth. Ruth doesn't want. Ruth, let me start backing up.
Don't bite me on my bicep, would you? That place hurts. Be nice and gentle.
Look at that. They are so beautiful. Those big, huge eyes. See any movement in the trees when they're hunting.
Dude, I just feel this is like the worst place to get bitten right there.
Oh, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it, but you're gonna tell me that's a good place to get bitten?
No, that's a terrible spot. That's like the webbing of your finger. That's like such an uncomfortable
there
area.
she goes, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I'll bite you. Walker, what do you think of the snakes?
Dude, I couldn't be happier. I just looked over here in the mirror and I saw a big giant rat snake or a big puffing snake. And
They're so cool.
so cool. Almost kind of like the king rats.
Oh, I forgot about this one.
The red
So,
one.
yeah. So we have these two that are black and yellow, and they have like an olive color to them. But then we got this one in here. This is another female, and she's like a reddish tone with like barely any banding. She seems to be a little more cantankerous. Super yellow. Look at this snake. So look at this. We've got 2 beautiful females and 1 big male. So that's a pretty lucky male. They're going to be in quarantine altogether. What we want to do now is actually soak these snakes so they can hydrate. We're going to make sure that they're hydrated because, of course, they've come from South America, and we want to make sure they're nice and hydrated, they're well fed. So the first step is putting them in this can. We've got like a foot of lukewarm water. So we're going to put them all inside the can, start soaking them, and then later on we're going to treat them. Come on, snakes. Come on, snakes. Stay in the bin. Stay in the bin, snake. Come on. Come on, snake. Come on. Stay in.
That's the red one?
Yeah. Here, you want to put that one in? And also this one for a second. Come on, guy. Come on, guy.
They're very hesitant.
Ready? Yeah, they're not looking for trouble. They just want to do their own thing. I really like them a lot, and I can't wait to. Oh, look at them drinking! Already drinking. Perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. Them hydrating as much as possible, and then afterwards, we're gonna be treating them with the dewormers, so we can get rid of those parasites that are inside them. Don't bite me, okay? It would be terrible if he just bit me in the face, right? Look at that. Such a stellar looking snake. All right, let's get this one in. We're gonna leave him in here for like 40 minutes.
This is the small one.
This is the smallest one. Look how big it is. This is the smallest one. That's crazy. One of the biggest colubrids you can find in South America.
See the bands on its tail too.
Beautiful. So guys, check this out. This is little Joe, the little tiger rat snake. One of the longest colubrids on the planet. These guys get upwards to 10 feet long. I believe maybe even a little bit longer than that. And they're typically a very defensive snake. They puff their neck up, kind of like the puffing snake. They inflate themselves like crazy. These guys get around 10 feet long. They are basically like one of the biggest colubrids in Central and South America, just like the puffing snake. And they're just badass. They come in a bunch of different localities, beautiful yellows and whites. Walker loves these. Walker's wanted one of these his whole life. And so we went ham these on all these snakes because we love colubrids and we want to start bringing colubrids for you guys. We realized if we breed king cobras, none of the fans can get king cobras. I can't send you guys king cobras.
What?
No, right? No, I can't send you guys king cobras. I'm not doing that. But breeding non-venomous, really cool colubrids is an option. So tiger rat snakes, we love these guys. We're gonna get more of them in the future. Set them up really awesome. There you go, check that guy out. Super interesting species. They've been observed to actually bask 100 feet up in the canopies. So they're super arboreal. They hunt the ground, they hang out by the creeks. They really love to hang around the edges of trails hunting. They're very visual hunters, big eyes. They are diurnal, so they're going around hunting during the day. Look at that head. Look how big the eyes are on this guy. So completely focused on using those eyes for any movement. They just sit around, they push their head up, they look for any kind of movement in the shrub, and they go after it. And what's crazy is that these guys, they don't constrict their prey. They basically smash their food with their mouth, kind of like an indigo or a crebo. They don't wrap around their prey, they grab it and they suffocate it and crunch it down, swallow it whole. So they eat reptiles, they might eat other snakes, they love birds, and they love mammals. And they also love frogs a lot too. So this is going to be really cool. This snake will be huge in a matter of a couple years, and they'll get a mate for this snake and hopefully get some other individuals and start breeding them. So I think this is a cool breeding project for the future tiger rat snakes. What's cool is they're found anywhere from Mexico all the way to Central America and even South America. Argentina, Peru, all throughout the land. They're found everywhere. They thrive. They're an awesome species. So we're going to actually soak this one too, and we're in agreement on Joe, right?
Joe it is.
His name's Joe, the tiger rat snake.
Hey Joe, you want to take a bath?
Joe, you want to take a bath?
Joe says, I don't like baths, but
He's not like Kevin. Have fun with your little bath, Joe. It's crazy. He looks like a cobra. His pattern is amazing. It's like a Chinese cobra. Or like a forest cobra from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So insane.
That's like the first thing I thought when I saw him was
Forest cobra? Yeah. Alright guys, the snakes have been soaking. We're going to put the tiger rat right over here for now. And we're going to put all the puffy snakes away. We're going to see what they're up to. Look at this, they're so beautiful. They're all coiled up right now. They've been drinking like crazy. Now they're hydrated, good to go. We're going to put them in their quarantine setup for now.
Look at those snakes.
They're so beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we're doing this breeding
They
project.
look real happy in the water.
Man, I can't wait to see these guys grow because they're going to get so much bigger. And it's going to be really interesting in the future to see if we can get them to breed. I think with this much space that we're providing and the way we're going to be taking care of them, there's a good chance we could have captive bred Amazonian puffing snakes. Beautiful, non-venomous colubrids. Oh, trying to get Ruth, huh? Oh, just a little more because they got water in them.
They feel a lot firmer now?
Yeah, they feel, they're alive. They got life in them. They got that water in them. They're feeling good. All right, let me see. Let me see if I can get the other one in my other hand.
Thing is like at any moment, they can, from anywhere they are, they always can bite us in the face from how big they are. That's the problem.
But they're such big snakes. This one alone is like 7 feet long. It's huge. All right, guys, we're gonna put these Amazonian puffing snakes into this quarantine enclosure. It's a huge vision cage. It's actually the biggest model they make. We're gonna put them right into there. Maybe I'll guide them into the other direction so they can go to where the heat lamp is. Look at that. Huge snakes. Nice big water dish they can coil into. We'll get a bigger one soon. Nope, go back inside the enclosure. I'll put you this way. There we go. We got like 2 different localities. Or they're supposed to be polymorphic, so they come in different colors from the same parent. So this is going to be pretty interesting breeding them and seeing what kind of colors we get in the future, because these guys can even come in green. You got these yellows, you got these almost like olive colors, you got these ones with these patterns going down. So we're going to see possibly what we could get out of these parents in the future and breed these puffin snakes. So this is going to be a really cool project. I'm happy about it.
Really excited.
So we're going to let these snakes relax. They're on paper towel for now so we can monitor their fecal. So we decided not to use the treatment yet for the worms. What we're going to do, instead of stressing them out and putting a tube down their throat, for the syringes we don't have the right tubes right now. So to keep them from stressing out too much, these guys are going crazy. To keep them from stressing out too much, we're just going to offer them chicks in a couple days, and I'm going to actually put the treatment inside the chicks. So then that's how they're going to get dewormed. So we're going to leave that for now. And for the little tiger rat, what we're going to do is put this guy on a paper towel. So give us 1 second, we're going to dry this out. We're going to set this guy up in this tub for right now, and then he's going to go into a big exoterra. Alright, beautiful people, we've got our little quarantine setup ready for the little baby tiger rat. We named him Joe. What's that, Joe? What's that? Dad, it's Carol Baskin. Oh wow, did you hear that?
I heard that.
It's pretty crazy. That was a really weird hiss.
He's a mean little guy.
He's a mean little guy. That's
Joe?
Little Joe, the little mean guy. Huh?
Yeah, there's a lot to say.
Alright, as you can see, there's a little paper towel roll in here. Nice little hiding spot, paper towel for him to poop on, and nice little water balls. Real simple. And soon this guy's going to get an exoterra. Like I said, this is just a quarantine setup. That's just a quarantine setup. These guys, they're all going to get pimped out. It's all going to look good. We're just going to rock on. We're going to end this episode with a high note.
Now he's upset.
Oh, he's upset.
Hey,
He
Joe,
does not
Joe,
like my music.
Joe.
He wants to be the star of the music video.
Joe, take it easy.
You know how it is with him.
Come on, listen.
Beautiful people, stay safe. Wash your damn hands, and most of all, stay gangsta. Dad, it's Carol Baskin.